Here. What is happening? Hi, hi. Okay. I'm just going over what you guys already wrote in the chat. Okay. Essays. Okay. Hello. Hello. People have been on this chat like an hour ago. Okay. Fun. Fun, fun. Okay. Okay. Yeah, little therapy sessions. Yeah. Okay. So talking. Hi. Hi, everybody. Hi. 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 Hi, Olivia. Hi, girlies. Hi. Actually debated. Oh, you're still sick. I'm so sorry about that. I'm still sorry. Are you, do you have a cold? Hi. Hi, everybody. I was actually debating whether to have this live stream today because I wasn't actually feeling um that up to it actually. Oh, I'm so sorry that you have a cold. Yeah, this weather is, it's sunny but it's cold a bit, so be careful out there. So I was debating whether to have the to hold this live stream. I know I delayed it 1 hour, guys. I'm so sorry about that, but I'm fine. I just, like, mentally I'm a bit tired, a bit of in this world of content, like being burned out is always a possibility. Um, yeah, exactly, exactly, exactly. Cold mornings and nights, but sunny afternoons. Yeah, I'm okay. I'm okay, guys. No, don't worry about me. It's just I'm tired a bit. I'm tired. I don't know. I feel tired lately, but it's also this transition from winter to spring. I'm always more sensitive during these periods of times, but I said, okay, no pressure. You don't have to perform in any way during this live stream. Like, we'll just take it easy a bit and chill, and we'll just talk. I just picked this topic at random to talk about top, but we'll just take it easy a bit because, yeah, I I'll I feel okay. Don't worry about that. It's just a bit draining, and social media, I think it's the worst thing that, the best thing and worst thing that could have happened to this world. Seeing everything that is happening in the world without any possibility of controlling it, it's just so exhausting. um oh, I'm so glad that you managed to join the live. Yeah, I know I don't have to be consistent and do live streams or YouTube, but I mean, I ate something and I thought, yeah, I think I'm feeling a bit better, a bit more up to it. So I'm so happy that you guys feel like you can talk easy here. And I'm super happy to see you guys interacting and sharing, even problems. Sometimes it's easier to talk to strangers actually than with friends or family, which is, I cannot explain how, but it is. It just is. Oh, that's so sweet. That's so sweet. That actually makes me feel better. And it's also not actually the week before my period, but during those times I always feel a bit more tired, and my patience usually is lower. Just things like that, yeah. And yeah, that's about it. How are you guys doing? Therapist Gibella, yeah. Everybody has bad days, guys. Even Gibella has bad days sometimes, or less than great days. but we roll. We have to push forward and one day at a time, guys, one day at a time. Otherwise, you'll get overwhelmed with things. But I hope you guys are doing all right. How has your day been? The week is almost over. Oh, I'm drinking tea, mint tea, mint tea. Exams, guys, exam. That's. Do you still have exams? Still? Sorry, I know I keep asking that, but I forget. I forget. Why are your friends bullying you? For what reason? I mean, you don't need the reason to bully someone. I know, but oh well. So today is 12, so you're almost there. Almost there. Unfortunately, I only have like literal tea, no practical tea. The only drama that is happening right now in the world of K-pop, which is an extremely draining place, guys. K-pop is just insane. I just go on threads a couple of times during the day, and people are just with this and hypen thing. I've seen some crazy, crazy things. Like there's a rumor going around that one of the fans actually took her own life because of this. And I hope it's a fake news or something, but it's very dramatic. And yeah, they protested. I think I said that right. Outside of Hype building, they sent trucks, those stupid trucks. Yeah, and people were there, and they have permits to protest. And apparently, the staff there is terrorized, and the situation is quite insane with the Enhypen thing, and uh, I don't know what's happening. People are so over dramatic at this point and crashing out over nothing. But what can you do? Um, why? Oh, I'm so sorry to hear about. Yeah, 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 for real. I don't know if it's a real thing or if it was just a rumor, but it was there like a post on threads about this. And I hope it's just drama created by kids at this point because oh, what happened in school? What happened in school? Guys, sometimes I miss school. I miss school. Life was more exciting in school. Yeah, so the Enhypen drama is just it's too much for me. It's crazy and K-pop is just crazy. I think it's more than exaggerated. And I feel like they make up a lot of stuff just for attention, just for clickbait, and people leave thousands of comments, and it's insane. I'm not trying to diminish the situation or that the fact that the fans are suffering, but it's just crazy. Take your medicine, Olivia. I want you to get better. Guys, my screen says that there are only two people in this chat, but are there only two people? Like there were like six earlier. I hope it's a problem on my end, not the general thing. So I decided this today's theme. Oh, okay, Margaret. I assume you're working. Work for those big bang tickets, dear. We're proud of you. We're rooting for you. Oh, okay, so it's a problem on my end. I guess it only says two here. But yeah, so I thought we might make ourselves feel better as usual. Yes, well, consistency tops everything, tops everything. I thought we might talk a bit about a top. So, because so many of you are already in school, we might like create. Oh, to be honest, being in school is better than having a job. From my point of view, working is difficult. there are, the responsibilities in school are not that high. Um, Jesus, guys, Jesus, the stuff that's happening at your schools. So I thought that we might have some K-pop school. How about that? Welcome back, Olivia. Let's have some K-pop school, and let's, in preparation for Top's comeback, let's do kind of a biography on Top. How about that? How about that? How does that sound? K-pop School 101. Hi, Thanos fan. Hi. Oh Jesus, girl. That's so dramatic. Super dramatic. So, let's start and feel free to jump in whenever you guys want to. And so today we're going to talk about Top. But of course, at any point, we can talk about any of the other members or whatever you guys want to. Just a reminder, no pressure. Today's live stream is going to be chill. So, yes. So, our dear Top was born on November 4th, 1987, known professionally as T.O.P, as a South Korean rapper, musician, philanthropist, and actor. So many talents for our dear Top. He performed as an underground rapper before joining the record label YG Entertainment and debuted as the lead rapper of the boy band Big Bang in 2006. The group became, as we know, one of the best selling groups of all time in Asia and one of the best selling boy bands in the world. In 2010, while the group was on hiatus, Top and G Dragon collaborated to release the album GD and Top. As a solo rapper, he has released two digital singles, Turn It Up in 2010 and Doom Dada in 2013, that have peaked number 2 and 4 respectively on the Gaon digital chart. So this is going to be more like a first overview, and then we'll go deeper in each of the sections. Top made his acting debut in 2007 through the TV series I Am Sam, followed by Iris in 2009 and the TV movie 19 in 2009. He made his film debut with 71 Into the Fire in 2010, for which he received praise and won multiple accolades, including Best New Actor. And yes, and then he garnered lead roles in the film Commitment. Okay. And Taza, a favorite amongst you guys. And then he portrayed in 2024, he portrayed Thanos in the second season of the Netflix dystopian survival thriller series Squid Game. So yes, this is an overview, a general overview over about Top. November 4th. We talked about this, guys. He's a Scorpio. I have a thing against Scorpio men usually, but I'll make an exception for our dear Top. I have nothing against girls, but one of my exes was a Scorpio, so yeah, Margaret, from what I know, you're a Scorpio as well. But I do get along well with Scorpio women. With Scorpio women, I do get along well, but with Scorpio men, ew. Except Top. So Top was born in Seoul, South Korea, and Oh, your ex-boyfriend. Yeah, I remembered something about Scorpios and Margaret something. So Sagittarius. Yeah, my dad is a Sagittarius. I'm an Aquarius. The Sagittarius is a great sign actually for both men and women, I find. So, guys, did you know that Top is the great nephew of a pioneering abstract art artist from Korea? And he grew up in contact with art due to his family. Yes, I think I knew that from when I did some research on Top. What do you mean you don't know what sign you are? When is your birthday? How do you not know that? Yeah. So Top was a art kid. Probably why he's so passionate about art now too. He became interested in hip hop at a young age, and he and the future Big Bang member G Dragon were neighborhood friends from middle school and often danced and rapped together. Oh, really? I didn't know that with the actress thing. Aquarius here too, Elena. That's great. Your B day is in December. When December? December. December signs. I think there are two signs in December. So if you're from November 22 to December 21, you're a Sagittarius. And if you're after December 21st, you're a Capricorn. Okay. So so he was a childhood friend with G Dragon. December 10th. So you're a Sagittarius. Sagittarius, same as Margaret. Mhm. Although GD later moved away and the two became distant, Top was contacted by GD when YG Entertainment was scouting for possible candidates to create a boy group. So GD basically recommended Top to YG for a boy group. Sagittarius, yeah, which is cool. And by then, by the moment when YG was scouting and Top was recommended by GD, he already had performed on many underground stages at hip hop clubs and established a reputation as an underground rapper with a stage name. Guys, do you know what his stage name was before Top? Before the name Top? Do you know that? I didn't know this. Who knows? These things, like, you have to be like a really old fan and really serious fan. So his stage name when he was an underground, no. Before, so before he was Top, he was Tempo. Tempo. That sounds stupid. I'm glad he changed that. Tempo. See, good. Tempo, yeah. So in 2003, under the name of Tempo, he was the winner of KBS Radio's rap battle. Um, cool, cool. After Contact, Topsas, okay, he recorded several demos with GD and sent them to the CEO of YG, who later asked him to audition. And do you know what happened then, guys? He was actually rejected. I know this story. I know this story. So he was rejected by by YG, who thought he was too chubby to fit the idol image, you know. And he was so motivated to get accepted that he went home and went on a diet and exercised, and he lost like 20 kilograms in 40 days. Yeah, and 6 months later, he returned for another audition and he was signed. Yeah. He was very determined to do this. And guys, I can understand because I'm sure it wasn't easy. I'm sure he didn't come from a privileged family. And no, you shouldn't feel bad. Why? Probably was the truth, I and he did look great after he I hate this, to be honest, this modern. I will be probably canceled over this. So unpopular opinion. I think that exercising and having a healthy weight is great. Um, but it was the truth because you know how the K-pop industry is. You do have to look a certain way. So if he did it, it means he agreed, right? And he was super determined to get signed. So yeah. Um, so he was given the stage name of Top by senior YG artist Seven. So this is what you guys knew with the Seven. I know that GD collabed with Seven for some songs. He became and Top became one of the two rappers alongside GD in Big Bang. And they were paired with four others: Taeyang, Daesang, Songri, and another guy, which I cannot pronounce his name, Hyun Sung, I think. Well, it was well, it's I think the choice was either not to lose weight or lose 20 kilograms and become an idol. And the choice is not very difficult, to be honest, because at some point everybody wants, especially as an artist, you probably want to be successful. So joining a big record company like YG and training and with the possibility of becoming super successful and rich and popular. And I mean, it's an easy choice for me, to be honest. I would have done the same if I were him. Easy choice. Um, and to be honest, 20 kilograms is a lot. Is a lot, and kudos for him. Congrats to him for doing that in 40 days, which is like a month and 10 days. Well, this is the music industry, dear. It's and not any music industry, it's K-pop. It's K-pop where appearances matter a lot. This is the truth. No, we might like it, we might not, but you don't see any chubby artists, idols. I mean, we're just talking about K-pop now because I don't want to specify each time I mean the music industry as K-pop. We're just talking about K-pop right now. Well, they didn't. Well, actually, from what I know, in Asia, being called fat, is actually quite uh, regular, like in Eastern Europe here, and it's like the standard. I mean, you're not fat in the States, but you're fat in Asia, something like that, from what I've seen on the internet. So he yeah, I don't know what to say. It's a sensitive topic. This with the weight stuff. I struggle with weight all my life, and I know it's sensitive. Hmm. I mean, I think Jungche from Cat's Eye, I think she started training when she was like what, 13, 14, and in Dream Academy I saw idol trainees, girls that were like 12, 13. So do you need to be minimum age to debut? I don't Is that true? I don't think so because basically Jungche debuted like when she was what, 16, 17. Oh, thank you. Yeah. So, yeah, thank you. It's not about that. It's not about that. It's just realistically, objectively, uh, I carry more kilograms than I should, and but that's it. I don't get offended by that, but I understand. Yeah, yeah, you're right. You're right. So, but I think he made right choice because if he didn't, he would probably have stayed like an underground artist, and he wouldn't be the top that we know today. And he would have probably lost those 20 kilograms at some point. But then you have this motivation lose these and you'll become a star. I'm sorry, I would be. I would choose that too. uh 6 or 7, but he joined YG joined YG, I think it's 11 or something like that. So yeah, YG made the documentary leading up to their debut, and it's actually available on YouTube, guys. The documentary, and this last member, Hyun Sung, was later dropped by Yang, so by YG's CEO, and Big Bang made its official debut with 5 members. First studio album, lukewarm receptions, and also included Top's first solo song, Big Boy, which is really great. It's on my playlist. Big Boy is super, super great. But we know all about all these facts about Big Bang, released song Lies, etc., etc. Back to Top. um, so, after releasing the band's albums and singles, Top also began working on his solo career. In April 2007, he was featured with fellow Big Bang members Taeyang and GD on singer Lexi's single Superfly, which we actually I actually mentioned during our last live stream. Great song, great song. And later that summer, he appeared. Summer in 2007, he appeared as an actor in Red Rock's Hello music video, and he actually became the first member of Big Bang to venture into acting when he starred in the drama I Am Sam. Um, Despite wanting to use his stage name when acting, believing it reflects his professional side more, he often billed with his real name and with his stage name included in parentheses. Yes. Cool. So he wanted actually to appear to be credited as Top, but he didn't in the end, and he used like Choi Sung Kyun. Whew. Yeah, guys, you are all so beautiful inside and out. And I think actually being more beautiful on the inside is what matters, actually, rather than the outside. Because I know plenty of beautiful girls who are rotten on the inside. And in my eyes, they're not beautiful anymore. So, um, okay. While promoting Big Bang's materials in 2008, Top also appeared on other artists' records, including Gami. For I don't know who Gami is. Oh, she's Park Jion, South Korean singer. For the song "I'm Sorry," for her album "Comfort," on the song "Disco," which we know, the single "I Only See You," and oh, the same year he was admitted to uni in the theater department. I didn't know that Top went to uni. That's cool. That's cool. Theater. And the following year, so in 2009, Top portrayed the assassin Vic in the critically acclaimed Korean television drama Iris. Where can I find this, guys? Because I'm sure that I cannot find it on Netflix, or at least not on the Netflix in my country. So I might have to look it up to stream it online on my laptop. He also recorded the song Hallelujah for the drama soundtrack with Taeyang and G Dragon. I actually had never heard this song. Did you know about this song, guys? Yeah, well, I wish I wish the world would work like that and people would shut up if they have nothing great to say, but unfortunately the world does not work like that, and people are mean, and you sometimes you need to grow a thick skin so you don't get bothered, because you cannot stop them. The only thing that you can control is how you react. That's the only thing. that you can control, guys. So don't get offended about what people say about you, because most of the time people that talk shit about you actually feel bad about themselves and they project those feelings on you. So it's not about you, it's about them. Ha 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 ha. Following Iris, Top starred in the suspense film 19 along with fellow member Songri, and they actually released a duo, the single "Because" for the movie sound. I haven't heard about this song either. How, girl? Whenever my relatives see me, they say I gained weight or I lost weight. That's no, the world's mouth will never shut up. But you can mute it. You can mute it. um, so I have never. I should listen to the. Can I where can I find these online, like on YouTube? So the song Hallelujah with Taeyang and Giri, and the song Because with Songri. Never heard about these, and I haven't seen them on Spotify either. Okay, and Top's performance in the 2010 war drama 71 Into the Fire was well received, earning him several Best New Actor awards at local award giving bodies. Cool, cool. And in the same time, Top began to prepare for his solo musical debut. During Big Bang's Big Show concert in January 2010, Top performed his new single Turn It Up. And released as a digital single, it peaked at number 2 and sold over 1.3 million downloads by the end of 2010. Cool, cool. Turn It Up. Not my favorite Turn It Up, but it's a song of those times, and not my favorite actually. What do you guys think about Turn It Up? I mean, all of these, so what no, regardless if it we talk about GD, Top, Taeyang or Daesang or Big Bang, I like all their songs, like bangers, but some of them I like more than the others, because realistically you cannot like everything the same and everything is the best. But because for example, I think I like Doom Dada is so unique, but I also like Pretended. Pretended, it's so good. Pretended. I think it fits his style more. Turn It Up was like super commercial for those times. That's what I mean. It's not really his personality, I would say. Later that year, Top and bandmate GD, G Dragon, formed a subunit to release the album GD and Top. Now, this album is one of my favorites. And prior to the release of the album, the duo held a worldwide premiere showcase for their album at Times Square in Seoul, which was also broadcast live on YouTube. So this was in 2010. So in 2010, I was starting high school. In 2010, I was starting high school, guys. Three singles were released in support of the album: Hi Hi, Oh Yeah, and Knockout. All three. Oh, guys, I found. So on Wikipedia, remember, guys, we were talking about the Playboy thing during the last live stream. So this was the initial logo for the cover for GDN Top. The Playboy, and they said it's like the peace sign, but it's so obvious, like Playboy logo inspo. So yeah, because we did have a laugh about that our last live stream. Um, Hi Naomi, hi. Yeah. All three singles, so Hi Hi, Oh Yeah, and Knockout, preceded the release of the album and attained commercial success. Knockout was a chart topper, while Oh Yeah and Hi Hi both peaked the number two and number three. And the album was released on Christmas Eve and debuted at number one, guys. Insane. Insane. Yeah. Hi Hi and Oh Yeah and Knockout, all three bangers, bangers. Playboys, they're both playboys, yeah. But wasn't also Zutter on this album? Am I tripping? I know that Zutter was also on the. Wasn't it like a single from this album? Because Zutter, I think, is the most popular out of these. I think I might be going crazy. Yeah. Intro. Hi, hi. Oh, yeah. Don't go home. Baby, good night. Oh, mom. Obsession. Zutter isn't made. Oh, okay. 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 I was confused for a moment. Thank you, Margaret. Thank you. You spared me some time. I would have ended up finding that out, but so many songs, guys. We've talked about so many songs lately. So from 2011 to 2012, Top was extensively involved with Big Bang's promotional activities for Tonight and for Alive, which included a 10-month world tour, guys. Traveled to four continents. I was just thinking if they came to Europe and I wasn't a fan of Big Bang, like I just want to punch myself right now. I just want to punch myself. At this point I wish they did. I really hope they didn't come to Europe, because if they did and I missed it, I missed it without being a fan, I would just punch myself. So after group activities wrapped up, he focused his attention back to acting. We love a multitasking. Starring in the film Commitment, where he played the son of a North Korean spy who is falsely accused. Um, Top first became attached to the role because he felt sympathy for the main character. While filming a combat scene for the movie, he injured the back of his hand on a glass fragment and was later admitted to the hospital for surgery. Jesus. Well, he did win the Rookie Award at the Asia Star Awards held during the Busan International Film Festival. So at least it was worth it, I guess. Oh, Margaret, why are you breaking my heart? No, please tell me you're joking and they didn't come, because that thought it might kill me. No, you you are a zygote. As- Yeah, I know that they went to Peru because it was that moment where they said that they went to Peru and Songri had friends even in Peru. So yeah. So, okay. Oh, fun. Fun fact. Top was named one of the hottest sex symbols of 2013 by Rolling Stone. I mean, I mean, no, Margaret, I'm refusing to believe that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I will just deny that they came to Europe. I really don't want to admit that. No, I was such an idiot. So that November, so in 2013, Top released his second digital single, Dum Da Da, which is, we know, a banger, absolute banger. Song was performed for the first time at the 2013 Mama Awards in Hong Kong, and Doom Dada earned the number one position on Days Magazine's top 10 K-pop tracks of 2013, where it was called inviting and alienating. It's K-pop but sly, frenetic, and slippery. That's such a weird description of Doom Dada. Yes, it is frenetic, but it's slippery. Why is it slippery? And then he featured on English artist Pixie Lot's Japanese album with GD for the song Dancing on My Own, which we talked about last time. Um, yes, you are having a random conversation. Yes. Slippery, yeah, Why is it? And why sly? Sly is not exactly a compliment, guys, and slippery is not a compliment either. Sorry, weird. I mean, it is a unusual song. I would say that, but at least you remember Doom Dada. Like it was so iconic and so different that you remember it to this day. You cannot like confuse it with anything else. So in 2014, Top starred in the gambling film Taza, The Hidden Card. Uh-huh. After debuting as a furniture designer in 2015, collab with Vitra, he was awarded the Visual Culture Award at the Prudential Eye Awards. Top furniture designer, guys. Cool. Okay, so he starred in a web drama, The Secret Message. He really liked acting, guys. Despite being a rapper, he sang on the single Hi Haruka as part of the drama's soundtrack. Guys, I missed all of these soundtracks. Did you guys know about all of these soundtracks? Yeah, I know he has a lot of chairs. I saw somewhere that he has a huge collection of chairs, which I never understood actually. Like I'm a big art fan, not the kind of art that Top likes, but weird, weird. I know he's an art collector. I know he's a big fan of Andy Warhol and Jean-Michel Basquiat. I know that. I understand paintings, but chairs, furniture as art for me, it's a bit too modern for me, to be honest. And I'm sure you told me about Hi Haruka, guys, but my brain is mushy these days. Like you can see, as I'm stumbling in my words more today, and I apologize for that. Hmm, but I will have to look up these songs because I'm super curious and I'm hungry for more top content, musical content. So okay. After spending the majority of 2015 touring and promoting Big Bang's materials for the album Made, Top was cast in the German Chinese film Out of Control. Um, yeah, I just stopped because they say that the movie is scheduled for release in China, but they didn't say whether it was released or not. Weird. Okay, so we reached home. Yeah. Yeah. You know, when someone asked earlier, I mean, not asked, but said, I don't know whether it's better to be in school or working. Well, the thing that I found out during my first job after like school, high school, and university is like when you're working at a job, your job stops when it's time to go home. So I was like, oh, really? Because in school, it never stops. Like it didn't matter that you clocked out or the schedule and the yeah, the work schedule. So Top began his 2-year mandatory military service on February 9th, 2017 as a conscripted police officer, where he was set to be discharged on November 8th, 2018 after completing the requirements. Do you guys remember that photo, that group photo, with lots of people, and Top is basically like in the middle or something, and he's pointing like that, and it's like, yeah, yeah, that guy was born to be an idol, guys. Like he had so much, how younglings talk nowadays. He had so much riz, so much, yeah, yeah. He was funny. Um, yeah, and the following, you know what's coming, guys. You know what's coming, but I have to. If I read up until now, I have to read what's coming too. So please be mindful that I'm reading from Wikipedia basically. So this is what Wikipedia wrote here. After news broke in June, that he would be prosecuted without detention for use of weed. Top was subsequently transferred to a different police division to await notice of prosecution and was suspended from police duty pending verdict on his case. Guys, I'm just thinking, yeah, I know that this sentence is crappy, but I was just imagining Top as a police officer. And I mean, I know that there are multiple types of police officers, but I was just imagining in my head really quick whether I was driving. So let's imagine I'm driving and the police stops me and it stopped. And then like, yes, yes. And I do have a thing for men in uniform, guys, and Top in uniform. I think that was a great image. So yeah, so he was transferred to a different police division to await notice of prosecution and was suspended from police duty pending verdict on his case. I don't know what's wrong with my mouth today. A few days after the announcement, Top was found unconscious in police barracks due to a suspected anti-anxiety medicine overdose of prescribed benzodiazepine and was hospitalized. And June 8th, Top's mother confirmed that he regained consciousness and was recovering. Um, I don't know. Actually, in my country, for use, you don't. You can get off with a warning. It's It's more difficult when you're distributing. That's worse. So I don't think it was an attempt like that. It says because you wouldn't use anxiety medicine for that. I don't think. But maybe I mean, if he had anti-anxiety medicine, he probably suffered from anxiety too. So I mean, that's logical, and I do hope it was just an overdose. But I do hate that they had to I hate this thing, like breaking with the news that they had to communicate it to the news. He did. I don't remember. Did he say that? Hi, Olivia. Good night, Olivia. Did he say that it wasn't an attempt to do that? Let's see what it says. Because I know that he had that media statement. Yeah. Well, it wasn't because of the media, because you already, so if you were in his place, then your mind, like knowing how the industry of K-pop is and how the media is just out to get you at all times, and you already see the headlines in your mind, and you can already assume that your career is over, both in film and in music. And that sounds like a lot, like super overwhelming, especially for somebody who does struggle with anxiety. So yeah, I'm sorry that he went through this over such a stupid thing. On June 29th, his first trial for the usage charges at the Seoul Central District Court, Top pleaded guilty, admitted that he did smoke weed in 4 instances in early October 2016 and received 2 years of probation. Um, just reading this, guys, and I feel so silly because it sounds so silly. I'm sorry. I apologize to Koreans and to their culture and everything, but it sounds super silly. And attempting to take your life over smoking weed 4 times, it's just insane. Like, such an overblown thing. You didn't do anything to anybody. You didn't hurt. There are so many worse things that you can do, that you can lose your career over. It's super dramatic. Like dramatic is the perfect word. It's just stupid. And I'm glad he, like, probation. Yeah, yeah, that sounds. I think that would happen here too, but the media scrutiny wouldn't be like this here in my country. Like this, people would not care. After, okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. But then why, if it's a disgrace in Korea, then why, how, where did you get it? Where did he get it? Why, how are you so incapable of restricting it in your country? Like being there, like, you know what I mean? If you manage to buy it, it ended up there somehow, right? So, but at the same time, yeah, girlfriend. Yes, I know that. It's not about him, or, but I'm saying that as a society, if it's so frowned upon, like how did it get into your country? Because, for example, in these Middle Eastern countries, it's super illegal, any drug, but there are like severe punishments. If you are caught with something like that, for in some countries, it's the capital punishment, so you probably won't find it that easily. So there's just, my point is that, actually I have no idea what my point is, guys. It's just, it's baffling for me. It's baffling that you would take your life over doing this. It's And this is which is basically a thing that is considered medicine in a lot of countries. It it baffles me because he didn't abuse it. He smoked 4 times, guys. He smoked 4 times. I lived in the Netherlands for a year, and I think I smoked more than 4 times because it's legal there, and I wanted to try, and that was it. And I'm not an addict or anything, and it's not that big of a deal. When you abuse it, yes, then it's a problem, but it's a problem for yourself. Um, yeah. Who? What do you mean more sensitive? Do you mean like the talk about with the Koreans overblowing this? But then, so you basically, let's look at the situation of Top and Songri, for example. I'm to be honest, I'm super sick of talking about Songri sometimes. But basically, so you have two very different allegations, two very different scenarios, but you basically apply the same punishment. Okay, minus the prison, but to be honest, what happened to their careers is worse than prison, because prison is for a limited time, but killing your career, both in music and acting, with, like, do you guys understand? Like sometimes we need to, like, separate the gravity, like make a distinction in the gravity of the offenses and allegations. One is lesser than the other, one is more grave than the other. But um oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, you mean with the attempt? Yeah, yeah. No, I'm not talking about that. I mean, I can understand his thought process and his state of mind at that time, because it's basically your whole world collapsing. And I don't know what I would have done if I were him, because it's a lot, and you also feel like you're disappointing everybody around you, but this is what I mean, that it wasn't worth it. It wasn't worth it for the media and for everybody to make such a big deal out of it. And if the attempt was successful, guys, just imagine like what it would mean. Like a person would take their own life, would not be alive now because of this. Doesn't that sound stupid and ridiculous? Yeah. Well, yeah, you want to escape that situation, but bye dear, bye dear. I'm so sorry you have to go. Okay, so then he went on undergoing a disciplinary review by the police to decide if Top should return as a conscripted policeman or complete his service as a public service officer. Top was eventually assigned reservist status by the Ministry of National Defense and transferred from the police department to complete his mandatory service as a public service worker. And he served at the Yongsan Arts and Crafts Center. Well, actually, that sounds better for him. At least he went to a arts and crafts center. Um, yeah, of course, I completely agree. Like, probably if you would ask him now, he would say it's stupid. Yeah. Hi, dear. Welcome, welcome. No worries, no worries. It's fine. Um, and then he was discharged in July 6th, 2019. Okay, guys, if I if I went if I went to through what he went through on that day, I would like pack all my things and leave the country. Like, bye, bye, bitches, bye. I don't want to see you guys ever again. You treated me like crap after I gave you like decades of my life. Not decades, okay, not decades. I'm overreacting, but at least what, 12 years, 12 years of his life to he was a fan favorite, everybody loved him, and then in a second like this, they all turned on him. Like, I would be like, bye bitches. You're not worth it, you're not worth it. And I completely understand why he withdrawn. Yes, I know that like he was blacklisted from the media industry, both on TV and radio, but I would be like, you don't deserve me. You don't deserve my voice. You don't deserve anything. And I would be pissed. I would be pissed and just bye Korea. You disappointed me. But I'm actually more curious, guys. I'm not talking about the allegations stuff. I'm curious whether or how, let's say, the reaction of the members, and if they maintained some sort of communication during those days. Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, well, he basically did that, and then he like moved to the US, like to Texas, because then he started that Dear Moon project and stuff. We will get to that too, but he basically, from what I know, he did leave Korea for a while. Oh, yeah, I would like I would be so pissed, guys. And I understand, like, if he would come out now and say that doesn't want to join Big Bang because he doesn't want to hear about K-pop ever again, I would understand. That I would be able to accept. Like, that sounds like a valid valid argument, because I would be traumatized for life. Be traumatized for life. Like, just imagine when you guys have your lowest moment in your life, and like be so like somebody hurting you so much and bringing you to your lowest level in your life, and then try to, I don't know, be friends with that person again. Like, just seeing their face, like I would punch them. Yeah. Great, Margaret. Great. Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's super valid. Yeah. Yeah. But first, I would move, and then I would sleep and pretend nothing happened. Yeah, and try to pretend that nothing happened and try to process everything, because she was. I think. I mean, Margaret. I think you were a fan back then. How was it? Like, was it super sudden, like overnight? This whole top thing? Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. What was the position of the other members? Because I haven't seen anybody talk about that. Like, from what I know, I think I've seen like a Taeyang interview or something, and he said that he checks up on him on top and makes sure he's fine or stuff like that, or at least after the attempt. I think I remember seeing something about Taeyang saying that. Yeah, I assume the whole fandom was shocked. Which part? Well, I watched it during a live stream, but which part? Did I miss something? But yeah, I'm curious, and especially Jiria. When Jiri said in the last part, if Jiri replied to Top saying sorry. Oh, I missed it. I missed it. I have to check it. Was it was Mott during this time? Uh, I remember seeing something. Hmm. Yeah, something like that. Something. Well, technically, Top didn't go to prison, but I wanted to see. Let me go on to Mott on the Mott documentary to see that part. I'm curious now. Mott documentary. So you say it was in the last part. Top issue is 2017. Yes, I'm really bad with the years, guys. Mott documentary. Okay, let me see. You said it was at the end. Or was it? Was Taeyang there? I know that's Songri was. Come on, come on. Oh, I'm on the part where Blackpink girls are backstage. Mm-hmm. Bye, Elena. You too. Mott is was the concert name for like GD had this concert. It's a documentary, Konjiong Act Three Mott official documentary. Before that, a little. Let me see. Okay, I think I went too far. Yeah, yeah. Imagine that. I actually don't want to imagine that. I think I would just die. I would just crumble. Um, so I'm at the part where he finished the concert. Am I too far? I think I'm too far, right? Don't remember Taeyang being in the documentary. Yes, I think I remember that. I remember that. But GD went to the military after Top. Also during the Blackpink thing. Mm. 2018. So basically, that means that they were still friends, right? Like, that's the logical implication. Oh, it's before the concert. Hmm. I think I'm close. Yeah, it does make sense, doesn't it? Okay. So I'm before the concert. So fans, okay. I mean, it's kind of difficult to. Oh, okay. Thank you for keeping it on, dear. I appreciate that. Oh yeah, I love and hate him at the same time for teasing. Okay. He's putting on makeup. Okay. Oh, Taeyang. Yeah, you're right. So Taeyang was there. Did you visit Top Inside? It says the subtitle. Top text messaged you. You answered? No, but I got it. He kept saying sorry. Oh, and that's it. Hi, Lara. Hi. But so yeah. Well, yeah. Well, we've been live for over an hour. But we're just doing Top's biography basically, and we are the scandal part. Um, and we were discussing how was the because I'm super curious how the relationship between the members were during that time when Top was going through his issues. And my dear Margaret told me that in the Kon Jeong documentary, the Mott documentary, there's a moment at the end where Taeyang asks Jiri if he got Top's text where he kept apologizing, and Jiri said that he got it, but he didn't reply to it yet. Um, so yeah, well, just try to put yourself in GD's shoes for a minute, and I'm sure he was very conflicted because at the same time, it's your best friend, it's your colleague, it's your childhood friend. You love him so much, and your heart breaks for what's happening, but at the same time, you're the leader of Big Bang. And this, like, I'm sure he knew that this will impact Big Bang's reputation a lot. I remember seeing a video a year ago about Big Bang on YouTube, and there was a portion there where it was they said that GD said something like to the fans that please support us, please don't abandon us, or something like that. Not exactly like that, but you get the point, something like that, like don't leave. So I'm sure he had to maybe make some difficult decisions. Full form of FSH, what is that? No, you're not disturbing us. What is that? I can Google it, but what is it? FSH. FSH in science. Oh, hormone. And what do you need? The full form? Full form. Follicle stimulating hormone. That's what you know. That's what you need. The follicle stimulating hormone. This is what Google says. I hope that helps. No worries. Good. Okay, we managed. So going back, I'm sure that GD had to maybe take. How did you got into Top's rabbit hole? Do you mean in generally, or do you mean the theme for today? Because generally, I got it. I got the virus after I watched Squid Game too. But for today's theme, I just chose it at random, to be honest, and I mostly choose all of these themes at random unless there's something happening important right now. But yeah, so I'm sure it was difficult. I don't know about Taeyang and Daesung, but Jiri had a responsibility as the leader of the group, and I'm sure it was super difficult for him. But yes, I do know that. Let me Google that actually. Oh, guys, when I was in school, we had Google. We didn't have ChatGPT. Times were better. Top um, G Dragon military service drop off. Let me see. Uh-huh. So Giri was began his mandatory service in so basically a year after Top. So on February 27, 2018. No, we didn't have ChatGPT. You had Wikipedia and Google. Welcome back. Welcome back. I'm glad you're back, dear. Um, I we didn't study that in school. I'm so sorry. I didn't study hormones in school. So great for you. Yeah, probably. But that sounds very complicated for eighth or ninth grade. Either way, that sounds super complicated. I'm trying to see their photos or something, but I found an article here from allkpop.com. Top and G Dragon exchange friendly text messages in light of G Dragon's mandatory service completion. This is from 2019. Did they? So on October 26, Big Bang's Top revealed a snippet of a set of text messages he exchanged with fellow member G Dragon via his personal Instagram story. What? So he basically texted GD the message, "Congratulations on your discharge, free G, congrats." In response, G Dragon sent over a shy photo of himself from his discharge site, covering his face in his hands. He then wrote, "Thank you for taking responsibility for all of my time during my mandatory service, Hyung." Did this happen, guys? Did this happen? So there's a photo, like when Top's Instagram was different, but so this was in 2019. So I assume that they patched things up and they became friends again in 2019. But I was thinking that maybe Top was upset that maybe the other fans didn't stand by him, but I think they did. If they are friends, I don't know, guys. Well, I assume they were because now Top is basically a ghost. But then what happened, guys? What happened that GD is blocked now? What happened? If in 2019 they were friends, what happened? Friendly texts and hearts and stuff like that. And okay, now I'm confused because it was in my head it made sense that okay, everything went down, all the problems, and then the members got blocked and he ran away and stuff. But yes, I do know that still life also happened. But so they were like friends, and then GD got blocked. What happened? I know that at some point he got unblocked. I know that, I remember because I used to check. But why? Why can't they be obvious about it? Because they were obvious about it in 2019, and then what happened? Still Life was in, when was Still Life? Still Life, Still Alive, Still Life, 2022. Still Life, Big Bang, 2022. So 2019 they were friends. Korean fans being assholes happened. Why? What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? I'm trying because I never actually thought about this, guys. Like, what happened there? This makes no sense. This makes no sense. Let me see what Wikipedia says next after this. So now it says with he goes on with the focus on art, departure from Big Bang and Squid Game. So Top holds several records in the art world, becoming the first K-pop singer to be named to a list of 200 artists in the art world. On February 7, 2022, YG Entertainment announced that Big Bang would make their comeback with a new song on April 5th. What what comeback? With one song? What comeback is that? They also announced that Top ended his exclusive contract with YG Entertainment, and YG announced at the time that he would continue with group activities. But however, Top, but guys, something there happened because this would have made sense. Like what happened to Songri. So Songri, after everything that went down, so YG immediately broke ties. Like the contract ended, everything that made sense. But so here, so everything is solved. What in 2018, 19? Okay, Top was discharged on July 6, 2019. So it's 2019. Then he talks with GD. uh, so the comeback. I wouldn't say comeback. This is a bit of an overstatement from YG because basically, so they only dropped Still Life and then they went on hiatus, right? Like, but went on hiatus, yeah, something like that. But so they drop one. Guys, do you see where it doesn't make sense? Like, why didn't they break the contract or end the contract in 2019 or 2020? I'm not. My brain isn't braining either. Like Korean fan commented on his post about Arkward that she shouldn't be in the spotlight and leave the internet. They, but wasn't the space program after? But because at that point he was living in Texas. But see where it doesn't make sense. Like something happened, and I don't think it's about the fans because like what the fans bullied him for like what 3 years because it's 3 years between 2019 and 2022. What happened there? Like something smells fishy, guys. Something smells fishy. And this whole thing with YG announcing a comeback in April, and then they announced that Top ended his contract, and then Top, and but he continued with group activities. But then in May he said he's withdrawn. It doesn't make any sense. Yeah, no, I know what Margaret means. Yeah, now it's officially a GD solo, but I do think that, like as Margaret says, it was probably meant to be for that comeback, because I've seen people speculate that some part was for Top. So yeah, but I think there that this current version of Home Sweet Home, it wasn't like the original version. I think it was reworked now to be a solo song for GD and also featuring Daesang and Taeyang. But I think that originally it was different sounding, like with all four of them, and differently distributed with the lines. But this is a new mystery, guys. This is a new mystery. It's not like we were lacking mysteries and things to think about, but this is weird. This is weird, and I don't understand, because it made sense in my head somehow. Like, it was like maybe not a natural logic, but it's like cause and effect. Yes, I can understand that things happened, and then YG would want to wash their hands and end the contract, and Top will leave and stuff like that. But so, because I actually never looked at this situation, like with the dates and everything, and now I'm just realizing how much time passed from this incident. Like, if I'm looking at this timeline, it's like the incident actually never happened, because so much time passed. 3 years, guys, 3 years. And then uh, uh, I think, and then, oh no, not to add that GD is blocked. Like, GD got blocked, and probably the members as well. And then Top just basically changed his entire personality on social media. Like, he's not active anymore. Uh, yeah, but basically something like that. No, it wasn't the following year, the same year. So in 2022. Oh no, wait, no. So the comeback was announced on 2022, but Top confirmed a year later in 2023 that he withdrawn from the group. Like, um, but it's nothing makes sense, guys. Nothing makes sense. How did we stumble upon? Why is nobody talking about this? Why is nobody talking about it? I'm shook. I'm shook, literally, and I hate it when I don't have an explanation for. It's really weird. Like, um so I think there might have been probably something internal there, something unrelated to what happened to Top, because everybody says that Top left because of the issues, but I'm starting to think that it wasn't. It wasn't. I don't think it was the fans being bullies, because if it were about that, the fans were bullies then. Like, he would have left then when it was most critical. Like, then, not after 3 years. Basically after 4 years, because this happened he was discharged in 2019, and he withdrew officially in 2023. Guys, it's it cannot be still about that. It cannot be still about that. That makes no sense. Um, I'm just shook. I'm just shook, and I don't understand. I really don't understand. I'm something. I think that's something between them, and usually it's about money. Most of the times, it's about money, because so YG announces a comeback, and maybe They didn't want to give Top what he thought he deserved or something. Like I think that he was unhappy with something like that. I'm sure. It's usually sometimes the simplest explanation is the answer. Because I don't know. I don't like that excuse, Margaret, because it makes no sense. That excuse would have made sense if he would have left in 2019. Yes, yes. Now, when the damage was done freshly, yes, like Songri left. Yes, I know Songri didn't leave in order to like left in order to protect the Big Bang name. That's I think what he said in the statement, but I don't think that's true. But doesn't make sense to leave 4 years later. Dear, they did end the contract with YG, all of them, but they have an agreement. So all three members have an agreement with YG to use the Big Bang name and the Big Bang songs. Uh, yes, that's what I mean because Big Bang. So it's like Coca Cola. You can only use that name if the company allows you to do that. So they use the name Big Bang and they perform, they're allowed to perform in this comeback, the Big Bang songs, because YG allows it. And I'm sure there's an agreement to share the profits between YG and the members. No, they are not under YG individually, but as a technically as a group, yes. Yes, that's why I think Home Sweet Home is if it's GD solo, I assume it's under Galaxy, and it's not under the name Big Bang. It's under the name G Dragon featuring Taeyang featuring Daesan. That's the logic. It's just admin stuff, you know. But of course, YG is taking advantage of the fact that the fans want to see them back. So everybody's happy with this arrangement. It's not possible. I know that GD, before he released Power, he made some efforts to somehow buy back the name G Dragon because if he it was registered under YG as well, the name G Dragon GD, and he managed to buy the rights for those, and that's why he was able to use the name G Dragon to release Ubermensch and everything, and the right to perform his old songs, guys. Yes, that's also a thing because so or given, yeah. Sorry, I don't know all the details, but it was the point was that these were under YG. Yeah. Well, they are creating music, dear, because they said they're recording. And we have in that unofficial schedule in Q3. So, towards the end of the year, we're going to have, like they said, an album. And I'm sure that if they're recording, I think it's both re-recording Big Bang songs for OT3, and I'm sure I think I'm not sure because I will not say sure because if it's not true, then I will be responsible for that. But they're probably gonna release some new music as well. Schedules, yeah. Well, I like a schedule, but I don't like I need a proper schedule and I need like tour dates and ticket sales and stuff like that. I want that kind of schedule, not theoretical schedules. Bye, dear. Have a good dinner. Theories about Top's album, guys. I'm still thinking about this whole situation, and I'm this thing with now his new album, and I don't know. I'm at the loss of for words because uh, I think people say it's not gonna sound K-pop at all, which I don't mind actually. but I have no theories. My theory was that is it was gonna drop this month. Uh, I'm not wrong yet. We still have half a month left, but yeah, yeah, that thing that's confirmed with Nana, but that's about it. And yes, then everybody knows that he came back in 2024 for Netflix Squid Game. Um, funny thing, I mean, not funny, but everybody knows what happened to with the promotional activities for Squid Game season 2. So the casting of Top received controversy in South Korea, obviously, because K netizens always need to have something to say. And his face was blurred on the Korean morning show live this morning when airing a segment about the series. Jesus Christ. Jesus, guys. Like, what? Oh, I know this happened. I know it happened, but I'm still baffled, guys. I'm still baffled. The casting led to some viewers to believe that Lee Jang-jae, who portrayed the main character and was close to Top, had gotten him the role, a claim that Lee denied. And Netflix and the director received the criticism for this casting for possibly setting a bad precedent. Top was absent for a time from promotional events with the cast, responding to speculation that he was removed from promotional events over the controversy. The director said that they planned to not have him featured from the beginning, wanting Top to be able to talk about his involvement at his own pace. He felt that he had a lot of guts for agreeing to do the performance considering his history with drugs and was surprised that he had still not been forgiven. He also believed that the reaction to his casting would not be reflected outside of Korea due to different legality and opinions of weed use in some countries. He also believed that his character may prove popular with younger viewers in Korea, and he was super right. Hi, Lassie. Hi, hi. Um, well, this is my natural hair. This I used to be like a bleach blonde, like super lighter, and I'm growing it out. But this is my natural part. This you can see it more clear in my recorded videos. But yeah, I'm naturally a dark blonde, basically. Um, wait. I missed some chat. Politicians here in our country. Yeah, yeah. I agree. I agree. That's super unfair. Super unfair. We're just talking about Top, dear. We're just talking about Top, and we're at the moment where we're talking about when Top was cast in Squid Game season 2, and his face was blurred on a Korean morning show. And if you remember, he didn't participate in any promo activities for Squid Game season 2. And the director actually stood up for him and said that like they plan to not have him participate from the beginning, in order to allow Top to get involved, and talk be able to talk about his part at his own pace. So whenever he decided it was the right moment. And the director said that he was surprised that Top still had not been forgiven by the K netizens, freaking K netizens. And he did say he actually predicted the future that the reaction to Top's casting would not be reflected outside of Korea due to people not caring about whatever K netizens would care about. Yeah, who would have seen that coming, Margaret? I That's shocking. After release, his acting was criticized by those in South Korea. Who's surprised? Who's shocked? Who's shocked? I'm not. Particularly that his vocal and facial performance was out of place, with the quality of his rap having mixed reception. Well, I think that was the point. The quality of his rap, I think that was the point, to be bad. Duh. Duh. Reception to Thanos and his performance was much less negative from international viewers and foreign media from South Korea than from South Korean viewers, and was praised heavily by those outside of South Korea. I wonder why. I wonder why. Uh, yeah. And on January 1st, 2026, Top announced that he will release his first solo album, Another Dimension, la la la, etc. We know. But this guys, this part with his acting was criticized by those in South Korea. His vocal and facial performance was out of place, really. Why? Why do you think that? Why do you think that? Why? Just guys, it's just insane. Like these people, do you know when you have uh nothing to criticize, but you really want to criticize when you're in a bad mood, for example, and but you really want to argue and to say something mean, and you just find anything that you can like get attached and just say but it's like not even proper judging, it's like just being mean for no reason, just for the sake of it. And like so the K netizens are the only people that are right, and the international fans, so the 99% of rest of the planet is stupid and wrong, but K netizens are right, experts. uh yeah, not forgiving for real. Yeah, shocking. Who what? Shocking. Yeah, how? Yeah, no, it's as I said, the rest of the world was stupid. So it wasn't even like an objective criticism, like maybe some people would say that, and some people that, like with any regular piece of media or any regular actor. It's just that it was him and Korea against, but the rest of the world, like, make that make sense, K netizens. Make it make sense. Because I know you saw, talk, not you, K netizens. I know you saw that the rest of the world love Top. Love Top. Like, why are you so pissed? Why are you so, you frustrating? Yeah, yeah, for real, because if I would understand if it was for real a bad performance, but then you would have criticism from other countries as well. But it's stupid. And as I said, if I were Top, I would never ever set foot back in Korea again, and I would be so bitter and not apologetic, guys, because I remember it vividly because it was just after me binging Squid Game 2 and getting into Top. And then because of all the popularity of his character and people noticing that he wasn't part of the promo activities, so they convinced him. I think they convinced him or something, or he wanted to do it. He had that interview after so many years of no interview, no nothing. And yeah, say they would say, why is she blinking like that? She's weird. Cancel her. Yeah, send trucks. The freaking trucks, guys. So yeah, so he gets that interview, which we only seen, like, I think, pictures, but no, the interview wasn't recorded. And it was like his first public appearance, especially in Korea, since the incidents. And he was like so meek, guys, so like apologetic, and so, and if I were his like best friend, I would tell him, no, why are you apologizing? For what? For what? You didn't deserve this. Apologize to who? To these fucking, sorry for swearing, sorry, but I'm just getting angry. To who are you apologizing? To these nobodies? really nobodies who just sit behind the computer all day long or behind their phones and just type stuff at you who worked your entire life to get to where you are, and now you're apologizing and being like so fearful and so like a mouse, so no, you're a lion, you're a king. No, don't bow down to these. Yes, I understand the being like, respectful and humble, but for real, like they don't deserve that. I understand that up until a point. It pissed me off, guys. It pissed me off for real to see him like that, because they don't deserve his humbleness. Um what? Sorry, dear. What do you mean? By the way, what are you saying for real for? I'm sorry. Oh, yeah, 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 I agree. Yeah, I understood now. Yes, I hated him to see him like that. It's just, guy looked traumatized. But you know what pisses me off? Oh, proud of you, Margaret. Proud of you, everybody. Let's give a round of applause for Margaret. Congrats, Margaret. Productivity queen, queen. Congrats. So proud of you. What pisses me off with these Koreans is that they pretend to have such high standards, and I can understand. Okay, no drug policy, respect, bowing down in sign of respect, respect your elders, la la la. I understand that, but then why are you behaving like that? Like treating these idols like they're your toys. But this is not respecting high standards. This is not respecting human beings. You treat idols like they're your toys or your pets. And then like how many actresses and idols like committed, what, in the last year. And I'm not following it closely, and I still manage to see announcements. And but at the same time, they are such shitty people. How do you how do you pretend to have such high standards when you're such shitty people? How? Yeah, yes. No, no mistakes. No, that's for normal people, not for idols. Idols are not real people, guys. Idols are not allowed to have a life. Idols are not allowed to have girlfriends, boyfriends, a life. No privacy. What do you mean? What's privacy? No, that's for normal people. No, not. So no, it's frustrating, and it breaks my heart. Actually, it breaks my heart for Top, and I but you see, GD is not like, yes, I know that it's not the same thing, and GD didn't go through what Top did. But for example, remember when GD had that scandal, that drug scandal, which wasn't really a drug scandal, it was like a setup. But you never saw him apologetic, guys. Like he was like mocking the media reporters openly. And do you remember when they asked him outside of the police station, like, so you were like inside for these many hours? What did you talk about? Oh, we told jokes or whatever he said. Like he was openly mocking them. So yeah, yeah. Poor Jenny, guys. Poor Jenny. But that's ridiculous. You cannot forbid somebody to date. That why is it like, because yes, I know the rationale behind it, because a single idol is more appealing to fans, because fans like basically these uh companies make their money based on parasocial relationship that fans have with the idols. And if the idol is single, yes, that makes more sense. But parasocial relationships are not funny, and they are not. It's fine to some extent, but it's sick. What do you think is gonna happen? Do you think those idols are gonna date you, are gonna marry you? That's not gonna happen. Maybe in my dreams, but um that's silly to think that's super unrealistic. And these people have lives, guys. It's not like you're not selling your soul to the devil, so you're rich and famous, but you're not able to go outside, you're not allowed to date, you're not allowed to have a family. And that makes no sense. Well, that's an issue. Yes, I'm sure it's included in their contract, but that's ridiculous. That's not normal, and that shouldn't happen. That shouldn't happen. And I'm actually shocked how did Taeyang manage it. Because Taeyang, like he so Taeyang met his girlfriend, and then they broke up, and then he had that romantic song written about her and the music video, and then she came back, and then they got married, and now they have a child. How did that happen? Uh yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Yeah. Guys, it really it's yeah, I don't know about that. Ex-girlfriend, the problematic one that we don't like. It's yeah. I'm not saying it's not in the contract, but it's not normal to have such clauses in the contract. And these clauses would not exist if fans wouldn't like insist on this. I'm sure, because it's like demand, and everything has a consequence, action and reaction. And if fans weren't this crazy with their parasocial relationship, I don't think they would have this clause anymore, because it's ludicrous, guys. How do you imagine these guys that like go through their 20s, 30s, 40s, and you think they're all like never ever kissed a girl or stuff like that? What are we here, Disney Channel? What is this? It's silly. It's unrealistic. This is not the real world. And you can see these idols, like some of them struggle so much. They say that's the reason why they go on hiatus so often. Like the physical toll with keeping your looks going, being on a diet 24/7, the schedule with dancing and singing. And I don't know how it is for guys. I assume it's difficult, but for girls, like I've seen girls like fainting on stage, being like stick thin, but dangerously stick thin. And it's just painful. It's just painful. And yeah, and I know this is also like why like this is the key to discipline. Yes, I understand like this standard, but like in sports, it's like when you dedicate your entire life to a certain sport, and you're gonna have to make sacrifices. Yes, I agree, but yeah. And don't forget, I'm only familiar with what happened last year with that actress that went into major debt after she crashed her car, and her ex-boyfriend, was the CEO of the company. And do you know what I'm talking about? It happened last year, and he was in GD's show in Good Day. And they said that they were dating, like he groomed her since she was like a child and stuff like that. Kim Seron, yes. Pay for their date nights. That's funny. You always have the funniest comments, I swear. No, girl, they interfere with idols' dating lives because they are jealous, because they think that these idols are gonna date them instead and marry them because they're yeah, like we joke with GD's harem of wives. All of us are GD's wives. But we're just joking. We know that's not gonna happen. That's not realistic. Yes, exactly. Yeah, yeah. But I saw that he was really rehabilitated somehow. Like they the accusations were disproved or withdrawn or something. Delusional. Delusional. This is parasocial relationship, guys, and this is what I'm seeing now with the like people are not learning with the enhypen thing. Like, if that rumor is true that somebody took their life because Enhypen lost a member who is still alive and healthy and kicking, and it blows my mind, blows my mind, and it's just. I hope it's not true. I hope it's not true, but I've seen plenty of people crashing out and having meltdowns and crying. And as I told you, they sent trucks and protests. People are actually outside of the Hype building trying to bully Hype to retract the statement and bring that guy back. And there are rumors, people speculating about what happened, and Hype did that, and they tricked him, and whatever. These people forget that at the end of the day, we might not like it, but at the end of the day, it's about business for these companies, and sometimes it's not about the music, it's not about the fans, it's business. uh that's funny. That's funny. 20 times worse in every way. I mean, we like to dream. I know we like to dream, but since I'm not in Korea and in no way I'm gonna have any contact with GD whatsoever, like it makes no sense, guys. I understand parasocial relationships. You know, you think you know those people, but you only know what they show you. We don't know GD actually. We know what he shows us. Um yeah. Yeah, I don't think that either. I really don't think that either. That sounds silly. That sounds silly. And yeah, I don't know what's happening with that band, but the fans are just super dramatic. I don't know. It's how old is this band? How old is and Hypen? Let me see. 2020. So it's 6 years. 6 years old band. Yeah. So half like Big Bang. Yes. Yes. I'm super excited for Coachella. Coachella. Yes, I am excited. I'm the Top's album, guys. I'm still hoping. Well, there's gonna be a live stream on YouTube. At least last year, I think it was streaming on YouTube. And if it's streaming on YouTube, I will set up a live stream so we can watch it together. But I'm not yet so excited as I am for Top's album because I somehow programmed it into my brain that he's gonna drop the album in March. So no, I don't want it to be April. I don't want it to be April. No, I hope not. I hope it's gonna be this month. But We'll see. He went silent again. He disappeared again from social media. So the life of a VIP, guys. I don't know if I signed up for this. Like this is a lot. What you said about with schedules, yes. Except we don't even have schedules at this point. Margaret, dear. Oh. I don't know if he's gonna join the guys. Margaret, dear. I don't know. Peekaboo, yeah. Yeah. Well, there was actually a moment in one of my not the last reaction video, I think two reaction videos ago. So the one where they say crazy stuff and Tops basically says, "I didn't get your hopes up. You got your hopes up on your own." So this is basically what's happening. We got our hopes up. He didn't do anything to raise them. Uh yeah. It's just it's it is crazier. I think it's sure harder than before because now it's not like only being a VIP like Big Bang. Now you it's like the Big Bang aspect and top. Which, by the way, guys, are top fans called different now? Because so GD's fans are fams, basically. Big Bang fans are VIPs, but top fans is Top gonna have a special name for his fans? That's a thought. That's a thought. How would Top's fans be called? Doom da that's that's a bit long. That's a bit long. Doom da. And Queens doesn't work. Queens doesn't work because nowadays this term is used to describe something else. Like now it's something else. I don't think it works. Yeah. Yeah, I don't even want to know, guys. When the album drops, I think I'm gonna be either recording or on live stream like for days on end. So it's gonna be intense. It's gonna be intense. Taeyang is baby. Lights. That's 21st century extraordinary. Too long. Too long. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. It's a roller coaster of emotions. Yes. Yes, I know that line. But seriously, I'm sure that GD, I think he came up with the term fam, right? And VIPs, I mean, it was that song, yeah, VIP. Top's disco performance. No. Which one? Top disco performance. Mm. Uh, Disco for the song, right? But it's like the older song. Wait. I talked about it earlier, didn't I? So where is it? With the mhm. Where is disco? Ah, um, Jungwa, veteran singer, something like that. Turn it up loud. That's a lot. That's a lot. Yeah, that's the song. Top and it's like a live performance, I assume, right? Top disco performance. It's so annoying. I like the top. name, but it's so difficult when you type it anywhere. You have to add either Big Bang or his name or something, because otherwise, because I just typed in YouTube top disco performance, it's like best disco performances. So yeah, 2016. It's a struggle. Yeah, I know the song. I know the song, but oh, the 2016. Yes. Oh, with the Dumda Das suit. I like from him. I do like Pretended a lot. I like Pretended, and first I heard it live, like the live performances. It came up on Spotify, and recently I found like the studio version. But I Pretended is really great. I like, you like. Yeah. You know, guys, it's sad actually, because I did that video with the top moments, and I was watching uh it's playing. Yeah, it's playing, but it makes no sense without the sound. So I will watch it after the live stream. I have it here saved. Um he's so iconic in that Dumdada suit, I swear. So iconic. Um So I was watching those funny moments, guys, and I felt so sad because it's like this version of him is not real anymore, and it's such a sad thought. It's like he changed so drastically, and I don't know, it made me sad, guys. It made me sad because we're never gonna see him, or maybe we will, but he really needs to get comfortable again in the public eye and on stage, um in order to see this side of him again. It's just physically as well, and so confident, and so like all the things he used to do on stage. um it's sad. It's sad, yeah. Even just watching this, even without the sound, and like his pink hair, his crazy Mondrian suit, and everything, and all the funny things he used to do on and off stage, and it's like he's now. Yes, basically that, and because he did a lot of freestyle dancing, but oh yeah, he it is different. I feel like but it's I think it's also due to aging, but the aura, that's the thing that you notice. Like it's his vibe. It's not what it used to be, and it's sad, and I don't know if we're ever gonna get to that moment again, which is super sad. I mean, I want to be optimistic because even GD was shy and insecure when he came back from his hiatus. So, and he did like practice makes perfect, guys. So he just needs to get back on stage, and um I wouldn't say he was always shy, because if you see his videos, like the crowd loved him so much, and that's what made him confident and comfortable to do all of those goofy things on stage in public, because the fans loved it. Um, but it's been some time since he performed on stage, guys, and since he had like a song, and I'm sure he was super anxious about Squid Game too. I'm sure about his acting, about his face being back on a screen. But seeing him like from the few moments that he was in public last year, it's not top. It's like a shadow of the top that used to be top. That's what we mean. But this is not saying that he will never get like that again. I think he just needs to get out there as soon as possible and do his thing and see that people. I think he cares a lot about what people will think and whether people like him and his music. And I think he just needs to see the love, and then he'll get more confident and more secure. Yeah. Yes. Yes, that's one thing that really was different about them, because you you watch some concerts and it's basically 10% singing and the rest is just them having fun on stage and goofing around and pranking each other and talking. And it was special. It was different. It wasn't like a typical boy band. Yeah. I mean, I think it's fear. I don't think it's like a ball of shyness necessarily. I think it's fear and insecurity because his confidence was shattered, guys. His whole world was crumbling down, was destroyed, and his sense of like worth was destroyed. And I'm sure he went through some stuff and anxiety. Yeah. Yeah, they did a lot of fun things, and you could see that. Somebody said under my one of my song videos, like one of the accusations was that, or the arguments, you can say that, oh, he wasn't forced to participate in all of the group events, and my argument was that, well, yes, because it's a group, it's a band, and it's super important to cultivate those relationships between the members. So you need to spend time, you need to dedicate time to like hang out, joke, like bond. That's very important and directly contributes to the success of a band, because fans are receptive to that energy. And this is why people say that Songli always seemed like an outsider. Yes, because he probably didn't get to form those bonds as much as the others, because wasn't like prioritizing doing that. So it's, yes, the bond between them, the brotherly jokes, the brotherly moments, and the love they showed each other. There was that show where um do you remember which? I think Taeyang was reading Top a letter, and Top started crying. And yeah, you need to see those moments so you can bond with those members and empathize and feel them, and you're gonna feel their music differently, of course. But yeah, I my wish for Top is that he comes back to himself. I really hope that, because he was a force on stage. He was a force. Only his walk, guys, when he walked, the aura farming, for real. Like it, he didn't even have to open his mouth. Just his look and walk. He was like a supermodel. Just a force of force. But yeah, too bad that this happened. Like for real, you know that. Yes, I saw what you guys wrote. I saw. But Margaret, do you remember? Because you do agree with me on this point. His I think last uh, Squid Game 2 interview. So from last year, from when he said that solo album dropping soon. God, he looked like the Skype interview or something. He looked so thin and so frail and so, hmm, like so awkward, so awkward. And I was like, "What happened to you? Who hurt you? Who hurt you? Why are you like this? We love you." Yes, but he looks so weird with. I know he likes those oversized jackets, but him being so skinny now, like it makes him look even tinier. And his face was very sunken, and I didn't like it. I didn't like how he was looking, guys. It was weird. It was creepy. Is It's super super creepy. Top fan name, badge. Still long. I would just say bitches. Bitches. But that's not maybe. It depends what kind of fans does Top want to have. Because if he wants to have Top fans under 18, then he we cannot use bitches. That's not age appropriate. Yes, yes, but I think it's also his state of mind. Because I could be in the most stylish outfit because it was stylish. Yes, I agree. He was also at that Netflix event when he had his hair down and everything, and he looked way better. And it was the same oversized type of suit and jacket, but he did look better. But in this particular interview, he looked super uncomfortable. Uncomfortable. That's the word. Yeah, bitches is crazy. Bitches. Yeah. Well, at this point, since Top is such a rebel of K-pop and such an underdog or black dog, you would say, black sheep of K-pop, I think bitches would be kind of appropriate, because it's like that's probably what K netizens would call us, guys, bitches or weirdos or something or black sheep. um Margaret, my I wouldn't see why not. I wouldn't see why not, and why not? Because I actually have no reason. I'm trying to um, find a reason why I think that, but I just think that both Daesung, because for example, Daesung had some stuff happen to him too. Um, So I would say that Daesung would be the more inclined one to know to understand more properly what Top went through. Although Daesung wasn't like publicly shamed or like excommunicated from the country, but and Taeyang is so chill and so unproblematic. So um, you think that? Why do you think that, Margaret, about Daesung? And with blocking, well, I thought that he was more successful in Japan because of the style of music. Because trot isn't that basically like a Japanese older style of music genre? I thought that's why he was more popular in Japan. Oh, from Korea, really? Yeah, well, to be honest with you, Margaret, and I know this is probably gonna upset many fans, but if you look at it objectively, and we love all Big Bang members, OT4 fan for life. OT4, I said OT4 fan for life, but you have to admit that GD and Top were more popular than Daesung and Taeyang. And you have to, and that's probably one of the reasons why Taeyang got away with all the dating and breakup and marriage and so I know this is I do love Daesung and Taeyang a lot, don't get me wrong, but some members are sometimes more popular than others. So but it's actually super not interesting but super I think it's worth discussing why they didn't, why he wasn't as supported by YG as the others, because Daesung is super talented. Is super talented. He has a super versatile voice. Both him and Taeyang, like their voices are the most versatile. They can sing anything. I would say more even than Jiri, and of course more than Top. But I don't know. I don't know why, but I'm glad to see that Daesung does get some love, even if it's from Japan. I think he does deserve it. And Taeyang, of course, like they're both super talented. But yes, no, of course, no, 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 no. But this is the reality. This is the reality because Jiri was Jiri. Jiri was the leader, and Jiri had like a very distinctive thing. Oh, I'm not saying that he's not popular or talented, but I'm just not, and I'm not talking about now. I'm saying that like when they were all okay, let's say all five of them. I know that a lot, like if you look at fans' biases, a lot of them were GD or Top. Am I wrong? Like they were fan favorites. This is not to say that Daesung or Taeyang are not talented or popular. No, no, that's I'm far from that, from saying that. But maybe GD or Top were more marketable or more appealing to fans because at the end of the day, that's what matters, like fans and how that translates into sales. But and yes, I know that Taeyang's concerts are sold out now too. Daesung's as well. I'm super happy, but I know some. I mean, I've seen online people that had Sangria as their bias. Yeah, of course, but it's they're different. They're different. Margaret, and I can completely understand because Sangri was cute. He was very extroverted. From what I've seen, he was. I was thinking while when I was watching those funny moments, he would have had a great career, for example, in television. I swear, as a TV host or something. He's great with talking and interacting. He's great, like really great with that. And he was cute and he was talented. So why not? Um, yeah, but yeah, the thing with the and so coming back to your question, Margaret, I do think that they're in contact. They are in contact with Top because I see no reason why not to. But with GD, when you just imagine that you have two friends right now. You have super best friend, and you have one not your best friend, but like friend, but you're fine with them, but they're not like your best friend because it's one thing to have your childhood best friend with you and one thing to have a very good friend. This is what I mean. So when something happens and or there you fight, sometimes the situation is more complicated when you fight with your childhood best friend than if you fight with a good friend, because maybe with a good friend it's easier to patch it up, but maybe with your childhood best friend it's the feelings are more complicated and maybe things are more difficult to resolve, because I actually cannot wrap my mind around the fact that he blocked GD. um I choose to believe that yes, I know that they were childhood friends, but he still blocked. I do hope that they are in contact behind the scenes, but then again, why not show it publicly? Like what, why not? Why what would be the reason? And yes, Top had a super strong stage presence, or if you're talking about something same, I think all of them have really strong stage presences. Uh, and Top, yes, yes, but for example, Top cannot sing like Daesung or like Taeyang because he can't. It's not possible. He was a rapper, and that's understandable. It's not saying that he wasn't talented, but it's not the same. Oh, pass. Yes, guys. I don't know. I thought that I would be more clarified about the things because I actually never really went to through all the details. I knew the story of Top, like bits and pieces from here, what reels, um, content, stuff like that. But just going through all the dates and everything, and I thought that things would be clear, but I'm actually more confused. Yes, yes, he was a Korean God-given Basquiat with a mic. Yes, we know 21st century extraordinary genius. Yes, yes, but he didn't have the vocal range of Daesung. Objective opinion. It's not an opinion; it's an objective fact. Same as Jiri can't sing like Daesung either because Daesung has a really high range. His voice is super suited for like super high notes. Nunas. Yeah. We'll see, I guess. We'll see. Maybe he will not pick because I think this is mostly a K-pop thing. I think. No, actually, no, no. This is in Western music as well. Having names for your fans. Hmm. Oh, never. The Asang parts is iconic in Fantastic Baby. Fantastic, and he's like duo with Taeyang. Iconic, iconic. Yeah, so what I was saying is that now I'm actually more confused. More confused. I don't think that's appropriate either, dear. That's not appropriate, no, because in the real world that means something else. No, no, no. That's not no. We have to think more about that. No. Oh, that's so good. That's funny. That's funny, but no, 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 no. So yeah, I'm confused, and now I feel like I have more questions than answers about Top, and probably is that there's no way for me to get answers. Um, So yeah, maybe I should go on Reddit or something, guys, because people always seem to have answers on Reddit. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe we shouldn't know. It does sound very wrong out of context, yeah. I think it has been a month. Let me see. I think it has. But I think he just bamboozles us. I don't think he actually has any schedule. I think he's waiting to see when we all calm down and lose hope, and then he'll. 1 month ago, yeah. It's been so it was dropped on. I cannot find the exact date. 12th. Oh, so it's exactly 1 month. It's exactly 1 month. Yeah, and the director. So in the description, so it said produced by T.O.P. And under you have cinematographer slash director. And there's a name there, and I think everybody's heart skipped a beat literally because we thought we saw Kon Jeong, but it's Kim Jeong. But I think everybody when they saw that, like, but no, no. But imagine Top like talking to the director and saying Jeong. That must have been like super trippy. I wasn't there when when Gigi released the song and the music video to Insta Live. I wasn't there. I wasn't a fan yet. Oh, this is like FOMO. This is fear of missing out, but like retroactively. Yeah, guys. But then when where is that part with the Dear Moon? When the was Dear Moon when was Dear Moon actually? Mm. I'm starting to love this word hiatus. When was the Dear Moon taking place? Dear Moon project hiatus. My one of my favorites live performances. I mean, I have multiple, but I just remember when I really got into liking Haru Haru, like I was literally obsessed. And I found this live performance of Haru Haru, but only with G Dragon and Top. And it was so weird, but it was good. It was good. I really like that. The trucks, guys, the trucks. Sun. No, it's not. It's not. We have to try harder, guys. Try again. No, sun. It's not. Doesn't roll off your tongue like VIP, fam. Mm, I'm still going with bitches. I still got my money on bitches, guys. Exactly, exactly. Good point. Taeyang is the sun. Dear Moon. Yes, we know it's canceled, but when? Dear Moon Project, when? 2024. Hmm. Well, that sucked, guys. That sucked for Moonies. I think well, it's not too long because Hypen has engines or whatever it's pronounced. Good to know. Good to know. A president Mooney is nice. Gigi. Gigi is the president of what? Mr. Long Time No See. Yeah. I think it was super crappy to prepare yourself to go to the moon. Ah, Mooney. Yeah, yeah, exactly, exactly. Yeah, you're right. Just imagine getting ready to go to the moon, guys, and it getting canceled. That is such a crappy feeling. Such a crappy feeling. Poor Top. Poor Top for you. Yeah. Really? How? How did you do that? I didn't even know you could do that. Topaz. Yeah, this is our new project, guys. This is our new project to think of. But I think probably Top will decide that because I don't think that usually fans decide that. Oh, really? Did you pay for it? That's cool, though. That's cool. That's interesting. Oh, this, that, yeah. Topaz. No, no, no. Who chose the names for like Enhypen fans and Blackpink fans and stuff like that? Or, for example, like the BTS, why are they armies? That makes no sense. I mean, none of these names actually make sense. I was super confused when I got into like Top and GD, and I was super confused with the term VIP. I didn't understand. I was like, what? Who? Who is the VIP? Who? What? Because technically VIP is like very important person, and I was like, what? Super confusing. Technically, it doesn't work like that. I don't think it works like that, but still cool, Margaret. Still cool. Super cool and super special, super different. Yeah. Are you still working, Margaret? As I watched this dinosaurs documentary today, I loved it. I like dinosaurs a lot. Weird facts about me. Oh, you're still not finished. Oh, that's cool, at least. Yeah, well, at least Swifties make sense because it's derived from the name of the artist. But Army with like BTS, it's weird. And Strays, like with Stray Kids, Strays it, or Stays, is it Stays or Strays? I don't know. It's Stays. But why Stays? Not why not Strays? We're splitting hairs now with the fan names, but stay astray. But that makes no sense. That is not English. Stay astray. Stays. It's so weird. I'm too. I just cannot understand why. How who came up with these names? Bulletproof boys. How does it mean bulletproof boys? Because it's like BT and the S is from what? From boys? Different, yes. We can agree on that, yeah. I get what you mean, but it's not stay. That's not a verb. I mean, it is a verb, but it means what it means, like stay here. That's the meaning of the word. It's not like adopt, stray, or I don't know. Ah, okay, okay, okay. BTS sounds better. Sounds better. Sounds simpler. Simpler. Yeah. complicated, guys. This universe, this K-pop universe is so big and so complicated, and yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot, and I'm glad I'm only a VIP. Adopted by Top. Well, I cannot be adopted because I'm over 18, but yeah. Oh, okay, yeah, okay, yeah, and I understand. Yeah, the BTS. BTS. I heard they're starting their tour soon. I know they have like super sold out concerts. Yeah, you still have chances to get adopted by Top. Yes. Yeah, guys. Siblings, yeah. That would be cool. Yes, so I don't know. I thought this live stream will make me feel better, but I swear I feel more upset. I feel. Oh, you tagged me? Okay, I will. Did you tag me in something good? I feel like I'm more pissed now with the top situation because I don't. It doesn't make sense to me, guys. Nothing makes sense. I'm glad you follow me on Instagram. Yes. Ah, Jeremy. Okay. Yes, and with the fams, we're still siblings there. We're fams and VIPs. I like fams. Fams is good. VIPs is that doesn't really have any logic to me, but yeah, okay. But yeah, I don't know. My heart breaks for Top. It's just because I'm looking at the photo that I put up for this live stream, like for the cover, like the profile picture for this live stream, and he's so alive. He's so alive and so he looks so good and so happy and has a lot of energy, and you just get the vibe from this photo. And then I remember but he did seem to look better in those stills from the upcoming music video. So I do fingers crossed that he feels more like himself. Fingers crossed for that. But I'm just heartbroken. He didn't deserve this. You guys are hilarious. You guys are hilarious, I swear. Like the adoption talks. What about your parents? What are they gonna say if you get adopted by a Korean man? In his who's gonna turn 40 soon. You guys are hilarious. I like that. I like that. Just marry GD or Daesung. I don't know what's Daesung's deal. Why is he not in a relationship or something? Because he's so likable and he's very social. So I don't know why he's not doing something about this, because he did say in a couple of interviews, didn't he, that he was planning to get married at this age or stuff like that. Yeah, and how old is he now? Close. He should be close. I know he's younger than GD, right? Days 36, so he still has 4 years. That's funny. Really? What? Dang's kid was an accident? What are you guys talking about? What is this? No. Guys. Who told you that? Who told you that? Who said that? I know there's that interview with with Judy and Taeyang in those red outfits, but yeah, but I thought that Judy was talking about himself, like the future or something like that. Yeah, I know the joke, yeah, but I didn't get a feeling that he was talking about Taeyang. Hmm. Cutie Pie Day song. Yeah, guys. Uh I think those exams are messing with your mind, dear. Too much studying. Too much studying. You should take a break. You should take a break, but you're also gonna be over soon with them. But I think he would appreciate it, Margaret, a lot. But Daesang is isn't he who said that he would not marry a fan? I did, I seem to remember something like that from something in an interview or something like a funny moment. Hmm. That would be funny. That's fair. That's fair. I mean, hmm. Who would marry their fan? A lot of people, yes. Would it? Would it? Because I wouldn't mind, like, let's think, I don't know, marry GD, for example, and then give up being famous. Like, I wouldn't care about the fact that he's famous. It's just the personality and the talent of that person and just the way they are. Yeah. Funny Day song. Daesung is born in 26 April. What sign is that? 26 April. So I know that Gigi is a Leo. 26 April is Taurus. Taurus. Taurus is a really good sign. Yeah. Taurus. I have no idea what you guys are talking about there with the protection and stuff. I have no idea. I'm not getting into that. Yes, Taurus and Sagittarius are actually both earth signs. Earth signs. From what I know, they're compatible. Yeah. Taurus. Taurus is super good. They're very with their feet on the ground and really reliable. And they have a strong personality and very ambitious, but they also know they're not like Leos. You know, Leos tend to go crazy a bit sometimes, too much ego, but Tauruses are more like chill, more like secure, and more calm than Leos. What sign are you? Water is Pisces, and I don't know the signs in English actually. Pisces, Cancer, and hmm, I don't remember. Oh, I think no, I have to Google it. Yeah, I do get that feeling from Daysang as well, especially from no, Aquarius is air. Is an air sign actually. Yes, I know. It's weird. I know. He does seem like a stable partner because I have seen like old videos with him like doing chores, being responsible. I don't know. He homebody, yeah. Homebody. Yeah. I love that. Water signs. Wait, I'm curious. I hate when I start something and I forget. Water signs zodiac. Cancer. Oh, Scorpio. Of course, Scorpio. Yeah. Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. Yes. I don't really believe in astrology that much, but yeah, yeah, that's what my uncle used to say that he would never want a wife like me. And I got really upset when he said that. And I said I wouldn't want a husband like him. So the fire signs are Aries, Leo, and oh no, sorry, Sagittarius is actually a fire sign. Margaret, you're a fire sign. Fire signs are known for their passionate temperament and boundless energy. They light up their surroundings with enthusiasm and creativity, yet they can also be impulsive. Yeah, uh huh. Leo, Sagittarius. Water signs Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. Air signs Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. And earth signs Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Yeah. Let's see the compatibility test of Taurus and Sagittarius. The things we do at night, I swear. Taurus, Sagittarius, compatibility. uh, you're not gonna like this. Yeah, you're not gonna like this. Not gonna like this. No, it's uh Margaret. So the first chapter here is no, I don't want to read this. No, no, I need more general because this like section by communication, sexuality, intimacy. But the first section in Google, which is like the AI overview, is like Taurus and Sagittarius have a low to moderate challenging compatibility, often rated around 45%, due to conflicting needs for stability versus freedom. While Taurus seeks security, routine, and comfort, Sagittarius craves adventure, spontaneity, and social activity. They can succeed if they balance these differences through compromise. So it's possible, but two millennial versus two Gen Zs. Yes, that's basically it. Yeah, but Margaret, are you a millennial? But yeah, I don't really believe. I think it also it goes beyond I think that zodiac signs have like basic traits that apply. Oh, you're a Gen Z. Oh, I'm the only millennial. Um, I think these zodiac signs apply to a certain extent, but then a lot of these things are different for people. You know, like if you're a homebody, do you crave adventure? There are things that they are said for my zodiac signs that don't apply to me. So I never base my opinion of people based on their zodiac signs like entirely, unless they're like Scorpio men. Yes, I know it's an air sign because they say that Aquarius people are very airy, let's say, like they always overthink, they dream, they daydream a lot, they live a lot in their heads. So that's why it's like an air sign. It's more like with and the freedom aspect, like Aquarius is place a lot of importance on independence and freedom, and they don't like when they are controlled. So freedom, air, you get it. Birth chart reading. Have you done that? I haven't. I haven't done that. It's fine. You're in your exam studying period. It's fine. Your mind, your brain is fuzzy. It's quite understandable. ChatGPT. Long live ChatGPT for birth readings. Um, no, I haven't. No, I'm not big on zodiac sign on zodiac readings and stuff like that. I did do a tarot reading once because my ex-boyfriend was obsessed with tarot cards readings. Like he had this lady on speed dial, like with tarot readings, and he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna pay for a session for you." Like, okay, whatever. If it's free, can't hurt, right? And it was just crap. Just crap. Yeah, you know what? That's what people said about Google and Wikipedia back in my day, and we did survive, so it's fine. Don't worry. Oh, you shouldn't be. You shouldn't be, but it's not. I think it's dumb. I don't think it's real. Like she did my reading, and none of the things that she told me came true. None. Zero. So I'm really not into things like this. And lately I've been a bit more on the non-believer side. No, no, I don't believe that. I don't believe that. Look, so for example, I watched today this documentary on dinosaurs. It's narrated by Morgan Freeman. It's really good. And when you realize that this planet has been holding life for over 200 million years, guys. 200 million years. And it will be here long after we are gone. It's really hard to fit spirituality into this equation, I'm going further and further away from spirituality, and I don't know if it's a good thing or not, but tarot are these big cards, like playing cards, but these are like a bit bigger. And you go to a person and you ask them like to tell you something about, I don't know, your relationships or a general reading or about your career or something. And they like just pick some cards and they interpret them for you or something like that. Um, Margaret, I was raised like Christian. I believed in God for most of my life, but sometimes it's hard to reconcile the idea of a God with what you see around you. Um, No, no, actually that's not what I said. I said that I'm going further away from spirituality, and for example, last year I watched this Netflix series. It's called The Three Body Problem. It's based on a trilogy of books written by a Chinese author, and it's basically how it's about aliens basically, and about the law of survival in the universe. And it goes so much into the future, and it's really hard to fit religion anywhere in this. If you take a step back and I, if I'm taking a step back, I don't want to influence anybody or tell anybody what to believe. But if you think about the things that we've been so life, dinosaurs happened like 100 million years ago. We cannot even comprehend what a million years means. And it's I don't know. It's hard. I'm struggling sometimes, and I'm also struggling. It's the eternal issue. If God exists, why are all these bad things happening, and especially to good people? For example, one of my favorite ladies on Instagram, that she has this tiny parrot that is so funny. She's my parrot lady on Instagram, and she just told everybody that she has cancer, and I'm like, why? Why? She brings so much joy in this world. Why can't? Why? And it's frustrating. I don't know. I haven't vaped, I smoke. I'm a smoker like GD. I smoke cigarettes. I don't play around with vaping, no. Um so I don't know how to answer your question. Sometimes I find it very hard to exist in a world where there's no higher being. I find it because I always thought so atheists. How do you function in a world where there's nothing? So it's weird. It's a complicated question, and it's complicated for this century. And the more you know, the unhappier you get. I swear. There's a reason why they say ignorance is bliss. Because the more you, the less you know, it's better sometimes. And I don't know. I don't know, guys. I'm struggling with the faith thing and religion. No, I don't know. I wish it would exist, but oh, I do drink. I do drink. I'm trying to cut down. Well, I haven't had any alcohol since my birthday 2 months ago, but I do drink. I Life is too short anyway. But you guys are babies. Well, technically, I think I have my first drink at 15, 14, 15, 16, somewhere around there. But yeah. Well, usually people are the devil. I Sometimes I think that humanity invented the devil to blame him for their mistakes and for their wrongdoings. I don't know. I don't know. This religion thing is so weird. It's so weird. Well, of course, I don't blame anybody. I don't judge anybody that is religious or not religious. I'm just having a hard time with this thing in my life. I find it harder and harder to believe. Sorry for the long rant. I think it was supposed to be a short answer, but I just went on and on. Guys, we are closing in on 3 hours again, almost. There are like 3 more minutes to reach 3 hours, and I don't know how we did this again. I actually told myself that I'm gonna keep it short today, but apparently I'm incapable of doing that. I'm absolutely incapable, and even if it's like three people in the chat, uh, where? What is it there? Where? Teapot wine. Yeah, yeah. I'm actually curious about that. Whether it's good. Margaret, what do you mean? Ah, you almost done with your shift. What time? It's 11:22 p.m. and I started at 8:30, so 3 hours almost. I was a few minutes before 8:30. Actually, I started. Well, at least I hope that we kept you company and made your shift more easier. Let's say easier, better than Prime than the energy drink. Probably, probably. Yeah. Yes. Everything in moderation, guys. Everything in moderation, and you'll be fine. Life is meant to be enjoyed. I'm glad to hear that, Margaret. I'm glad to hear that. Thank you for being here. You're always such a support for me, and I always feel better when you are in the chat. Much love to all fam. Yeah, exactly. Yes. You're like I told you last live stream, you're my emotional support fam. Yeah. And guys, I think we're gonna close here because I'm tired. I'm tired and I'm sleepy and I assume you guys are too. I mean, isn't it late where you guys are? But I'm tired. So 3 a.m. Yeah. Thank you for the effort and dedication, guys. Thank you. I'll see you super soon, and thank you all for joining me again in the live stream. So, uh, yes, we most definitely have to go to bed now. Yes. So good night, guys. I love you so much, and have a good night and a great rest of the week. And good luck on your exam. Focus. I have given exams on 3 hours of sleep too, so don't worry, you're gonna be fine. And good night, guys. Kisses. Bye.